Outlaw makes Valors. Hero of Legend makes Valors. Moonrise Elder makes Valors. Wow, there's a lot of Valors to be had. Pretty easy redraw, single well hand. Shard Guidance. Yep, this is why Guidance is great. I mean, I have this really beautiful Forest Battle board, which is actually, the Forest Battle board feels kind of fitting for, like, the Ardent Good Guys deck, right? I did forget to put a sleeve on it. Soon I will be able to just put my ugly face sleeves on as my default, and then just, like, never use any other sleeves ever. Alright, I believe William Rowan's gonna get strangled here. Actually, it's possible this Righteous Outlaw is about to get strangled. Putting a resource or a non-resource on top here. I think I just want a non-resource, right? Although I guess if I put a resource on top and they kill one of these two things, next turn I could champ power and then go 2-drop, 2-drop. Yeah, I guess I want to guarantee my 4th. We'll see which of these they kill. Neither. Okay. They might still kill this one, I guess. Yep. Okay. Fair. We probably have Crusader or Runeer coming down next turn. All right, double shard. That's why Novocaine's the professional. The double shard Waspy Wabbit. Let's go ahead and start by champ. Do I want to champ power this back? Actually, I don't really. Right. Guess I'm just gonna play this Crusader. I'm just gonna play the Crusader for now. I'm also not sure if Swift Strike is right on these. We could put the Fate Weave gem in here as well. Yeah, the server definitely choked, CVI. Was not on your end. So I subscribed. How do I get to join the Discord? So the Discord server syncs automatically with my... Oh, wait. I might be having a disconnect issue here. All right, let's go to my... Give me here for a second. Reload the Hex Shards of Fate because my timer is counting down. So the Discord server automatically adds permissions for all of my subscribers to join it. And if you link your subscribed Twitch account with your discordapp.com account, the server appears automatically once it gets sunk. When you're a new subscriber, it takes up to an hour. Sometimes they get syncs a few times a day. Or once an hour or so. That is a Birds of Paradise, you're not wrong. You gotta look at my ugly face here, much larger. I would love to reconnect, thank you. What's the advantage of going to the Discord? So Discord's a chat program if you've never used it before, Tar, and it just kind of gives my subscribers a way to kind of pick my brain while I am off stream. People People post different suggestions in there, and subs talk to each other as well, give deck ideas, offer feedback. I contribute feedback on well when people post deck ideas to me. Second Cottontail's like, I don't really care about that, right? Like, it theoretically blocks the William Rowan, but I have this Ashwood Firebrand here, so I can Valor the William Rowan here and still attack in. If they have a Strangle or a Rockcast here, I'm going to be kind of sad, but there's 2 Strangles in their crypt already, so I don't think I'm going to play around that. I mean, to be fair, if you ask Matthew, the bar of talking to me is pretty low. Yeah, cycle that coin. They've got some chump blockers here. Novakeen's got a lot of cards in hand, so we're definitely ahead on board here by a lot, right? But that could definitely swing pretty quickly when they start deploying their better cards. Leaving the 2 Cottontail Explorers in play is interesting. I guess they want to leave blockers for things like this Ashwood Firebrand. Where's my pupper at? Willy boy. Well, that's scary. This Blood Threshold is going to kill my Firebrand. Guidance. Alright, I think I'm starting with this. I'm going to take a non-resource here. That way I can find a Tooth or a Decree. Ozawa's Wish. That's not terrible. Attack with both of these. Maybe find a Pupper for really lucky. It's unfortunate. Wonder if we'll see this trade here. No trades. Alright, well, down to 7 on their side of the board. Let's play this Ardent Crusader out and pass the turn. So this gets to shrink one of my guys. They have another Blood Threshold for next turn. They can start taking my troops, and that definitely becomes problematic. If they have a 6-drop here, something like Rot Pogging would be really bad news bears. Crusader really doesn't matter. This has speed. Yeah, that's fine. We've got Swift Strike, Dorkos. I guess that blocks my William Rowan. I'm definitely attacking with the William Rowan next turn, though, because we could potentially trigger... we could potentially get the dog. Like, we've attacked 4 times with this now, so the dog's moved up 5 spaces. Moved up 20 cards in our deck, so non-zero chance we could be getting it next turn. There's a backup, William. Man, my puppers are just nowhere to be found, huh? Correct. Triggers that don't use the chain. It's really unfortunate. Get a couple of spirits, I guess. Put this William Rowan into play past the turn. We can end step this Ozawa's Wish and get that Crusader back, which feels good, I suppose. That being said, if they have a 5th Blood Threshold here, we're probably going to be up a creek without a paddle. Brian's just going to take over the game with any other removal spells and trading in combat that they do from here on out. If they don't have a Blood Threshold, I think we have a real chance here. They don't have a Blood Threshold. Okay. Let's see what other spells they got, but we're ahead on board here, and we're about to add another Ardent Crusader to the board. Hopefully this William Rowan finds one of the 2 dogs, and then we'll be in a good spot. Something like Mistress of the Bones hiding in their hand that I'm just going to throw up here in a second. Nope, that's not anything very scary. That's gross. Huh. I think we still just get the Crusader back here, right? Please attack me with this Bride of the Damned. Alright. Let's go. They're taking 4 here total, and we're getting 2 more spirits. Yeah, Valor's on a Phantom is definitely the game plan. Is Moonrise Elder the line then? So I get 2 Valors off the Moonrise Elder. Alternatively, I could go Champ Power into William Rowan, go Wartorn General William Rowan, and then that generates a Valor off the Wartorn General, which only puts me 1 Valor down. Just getting 2 Valors is probably better than that though, right? And I save my champion power at that point. Getting William Rowan into play, like, puts a 3rd doggo in my deck too, though, which is pretty valuable. They drew 2 cards off the Thunderbolt Crusader, and they're drawing another card next turn, so they're pretty likely to... I mean, we can't beat Bloodshard Massacre, so, like, you don't even think about that type of thing. Like, you don't talk about cards you can't beat, so you just, like, talk about the cards you can beat, and, like, what are your lines that allow you to play around the cards you're actually able to beat. No Magic today. We'll be playing Magic tomorrow morning. So, Moonrise Elder generating 2 Valors means we can beat Bloodshard no removal spell. I kind of like just going for the William Rowan line. Sure. This is better against Culmination too. Yep. Your Bloodshard. Card's a bad beat. We're due to draw some resources too, which kind of sucks. I got the non-Valorous William Rowan. You're right. I forgot about that. I forgot one of them was Valorous. They were both 3/2s, and I forgot that this was Valorous, but with a Bride minus. So it's actually super relevant. Whoa, that's... I like it. We're going to 1 here, digging for our... Did I miss a point of damage somewhere this game? Did they hit the blood threshold? Finds all this and more here on Seconds. In Seconds on Hogan's channel. The General would be plus the damage right now. They missed the blood threshold. They missed the blood threshold. Yeah, you get that Crusader back. Yay, Pupper! They're going to 7 and taking 9. Welcome to the fight, doggo. -2. Alright, this gets blood and wild cards. Those seem good. Ring to Justice is great. I'm not actually sure I want Sabretooth this matchup. Exalted Knight is worse than Martyred Saint for sure. Are the Conjurers... Firebrand's probably a liability against Bride, and this is probably marginally better. I mean, that was all of their blocks. They didn't have blocks that didn't kill them, Bob. They were dead regardless. Well, I mean, like, I don't know that I have room to bring in more. I also, like, this is 7 pieces of removal. That might be like the ceiling on how much removal I have. Conjurer I could see being medium against Bride. Like, maybe I just, like, trim the things that have one defense. Burning Ire does kill Bride if the damage is, like, a must-answer card for us. Oh, Righteous Outlaw is pretty terrible. This card goes wide compared to Righteous Outlaw. Outlaw's pretty bad on the draw, too. Do I want these Burning Ires over some of these Conjurers? It's like our last one defense thing here. I think I don't mind having an 8th answer to Bride, and I don't need Intrepid Conjurer early to apply pressure. I just want to see some of them in the mid-game to go wide. Let's try this. It is some reach, that's true. These Ardent decks are always so scrappy, especially with Bishop Elijah as the champion. I mean, yeah, this hand's great, right? William on 2, and it's got an Ire to interact with their first play. Their first meaningful play. We keep drawing with 2 Moonrise Elders, and I keep having one in my opening hand. This card is the Hope Gem on it, so if we draw it, it only costs 2 the turn we draw it. Yeah, pretty fortunate to win that last game. Opponent had to miss on their blood for a good long while. Yeah, I agree. I think we still William on 2 as well. William is also unique. So if he bites it and we draw a second one, we'll be happier with that. I think whatever we play here is getting strangled. I mean, with Marshal Josephina losing the hit points, put the flight gems in here. That's not a bad idea, Bob. I hate that. Flight Swift Strike's pretty powerful. Runir, sure. I think I'm just gonna Blinding Ire into End Step Ozawa's Wish, bring back William Rowan. Ooh, that's a good idea too. I think Bob means in general to start, but honestly, charges might be better in general to start too, right? It's just like, it's almost a full, I agree, it's almost a full champion activation. I didn't think about this card in the context of the new majors. I just like defaulted to putting cheapness in it, 'cause that's what we did last time. Profile, gross. I'm just gonna be resource efficient here on Ozawa's Wish this William Rowan. If we hit a resource here, we're gonna be able to just champ power it back anyways. Another doggo in my deck. They let us attack. Alright, sure. And then they used Hero Fall on the dog. Okay, that's funny. That makes sense, I guess. Okay. I like it. Takes the other dog out of my deck. This is kind of medium against Bride. Yep, doggo does in fact cost 3. Only have one more wish in my deck though, so kind of unlikely to have that next turn. You can theoretically Fate Weave the dog to the top, that is true. Well, Sans a Massacre. We're going to be in a pretty good spot here. Sure. Well, the client lagged there because I pressed my key while the server was lagging, so I guess we're playing Moonrise Elder this turn now. Previously, I was going to Valor plus maybe Rowan, I think. But I guess we'll do this now. 1, 2... There's only 2 troops in crypts. It's not even 100% certain that my opponent would leave in Culmination and Blood against us, but it's something that should be on my mind for sure. It said a GG in chat. GG to you two, Novocaine. Alright, we're gonna swap the gems. Swap the gems on these. Actually like the Flight Swift Strike suggestion, and I agree again the grindier matchups I'm gonna want to put the Charges gem in them, but I think Flight Swift Strike seems good to start. Let's play one more match and then we will call it a day. Thank you everyone for hanging out here today. New Lasgar's free Hex XTCG format. Kinda like a little bit of a shake-up here before we get on into rotation with set 8. Made top 64, all done. In like sin. When does the next season start? The next season actually doesn't start for a little while. This season, we are currently 3 weeks into this latter season. Unless you're talking about set rotation seasons, and then set 8 is set to release somewhere in the 2-month vicinity, I believe. Hex doesn't post official release dates for things. They do just kind of let us know. Usually they start spoilers about a month-ish out, but they don't post official release dates. Just in case something moves and they have to accidentally miss it, people don't get upset. Usually every other CCS is a new format, though, and this past CCS was an established format. This hand is very good. It's unfortunate that we are on the draw, but this hand is very good. Vampire Prince, kind of annoying, but not the end of the world. I guess they don't have removal here. This Outlaw is going to probably elicit a trade, right? Drawing the second Outlaw makes me a little bit weary to do this, because if they go Shard Hero Fall, I'm going to be sad. Yeah, please don't Hero Fall me, Cursed. Please don't Hero Fall me. Feel like I'm about to lose my Outlaw to a Hero Fall. Rockcast, God bless. Alright, so there's that. I think I'm just going to play this Hero of Legend out. This generates a Valor for me when my Intrepid Conjurer hits my opponent. Which means that I'll be able to Valor this Intrepid Conjurer and then kind of start going wide here. Every time this becomes Valorous, it creates a copy of itself. So you just get like more and more and more of them. Have they been? Wartorn General. Alright, sweet. Maybe they'll dig us to a resource here. That would be great. Strangled that. Deal. I'm gonna Guidance for a resource here. God bless consistency in aggro decks. Sweet. And I'm going to put a non-resource on top of my deck here because I want to, blank these, let's see your Vampire Princes. This Righteous Outlaw out. We're going to be pretty sad if our opponent has a Bride next turn. By pretty sad, I mean I'm going to concede. They go Bride Chat Power, especially with a Shard too. Just don't have any answers, so let's just get to a post-board game here where we get to board in a bunch of answers. Again, I like the suggestion to put Charges Gem in here, post reserves. To go ahead and get Martyred Saint into the area. I think Righteous Outlaw is pretty medium against a Bride deck. We'll trim one of these. We'll trim the Firebrand as well. It's not tilt. It's just realism, right? Like, I'm not winning that game after that happened, so why should I continue playing? And it's actually not going to be a long season. The new set's going to be here very soon, but I think Wartorn General is fine. It can get larger. A little bit more mid-rangey here. That sounds fine. My guidance for a non-resource here. We brick on the 4th for a little while. It's not a big deal. Most of our curve stops at 3. So we get to curve Wartorn into Ardent Crusader here. A solid curve. All right. Hex tweeted out a second ago that they're having an issue with their service provider, and they're working on resolving it now. For those that are wondering. Valor, go ahead and attack with this. See if they have removal for the Crusader here. Just nothing. Okay, sure. Heal. Sabretooth eats that. Do you even want to Sabretooth that? I guess I'm kind of obligated to now that I drew Ozawa's Wish. I don't want to leave a thing in my hand. I'm gonna do this to get it out of Bride range for the turn. A non-resource on top of my deck. Correct you for 7 here. It might be that we're expecting enough Bride decks in the format that I might want to go up to like 6 pieces of main deck removal. Post board, we've got like 8 or 9 if we need them, but only having the few pieces in game 1 seems a little bit medium. I'm sorry for your loss, Tub. Good strong aggressive curve here. Twilight Eclipse seems kind of random in their deck. If they kill anime things, I get to Ozawa Wish them back. I could go Bride, Blood Shard, and then take my William Rowan with their champion power. Kinda suck, I guess. Okay, so this means no Bride then. incoming wall of text about the Forbes. I mean, I don't think the place where you give your players free reign to just say whatever they want is necessarily, it's not usually great about most things. Those are the Forbes, Simba. You must never go there. We hero fell my Crusader. Okay, sure. I guess Massacre's a scary one here at this point. So I don't want to wait on this Scion to play around Massacre. Oh. Huh. Sure. So, I can't champ power and replay the Wartorn General because it's -2/-2 until end of turn because Hex tracks modifiers through zones like that. So I think I'm just supposed to pass. I think like Massacres are out, right? I didn't necessarily miss a value. I don't think I want to play the Scion. I think I'm just supposed to pass here. Like, I feel like they need to massacre this board that I have now. And if they massacre this board, then I can end step Ozawa's Wish back my Crusader, and then on my turn, champ power the Wartorn General plus play the Scion. Okay, well, do this. Punish you for leaving Withering Gaze in against me. Alright, they're dead through single removal here. Not showing you more cards in my deck, so... back. So Blinding Ires are great. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm going up to 10 ways to kill Bride. Yeah, that should be plenty. Should be plenty. Oh, stretch. Alright, what do we got here? We've got a hand that's keepable on the back of some ice, baby. Is there any chance opponent doesn't know Lasgard's Vengeance Bed actually has gazes for vengeance? Baby. Do you get to name the bird on your vanity card? And if so, what do you name it? I have no idea. It's probably a Silver Talon. And so, the way the resource base in this deck is constructed is kind of nice. We're either guaranteed drawing a Diamond Threshold next turn, or we're drawing another ice. Just good clean deck building right here. And even if we brick on a third resource for a little bit, I've got 2 pieces of removal here. One piece of removal. If we get the third resource next turn, we're going to apply a lot of pressure here. Like go Hero of Legend, Generative Valor. It'd be really sad if they have Bride Shard next turn, but I don't think we can just do nothing here. Hey! Raging Yoshi! Yoshi with the brand new $4.99 subscription. Thank you very much. I appreciate the support. Welcome. You've been around for a little bit, so thanks for that next level of support there. Man, Bob, remember when we took the Miracle Gem out of this? The Charges Gem is right here, 10 out of 10, but it's just funny. Playing a Twilight Eclipse here. I mean, having missed my third resource drop, we're gonna have a hard time racing this. Tilt. Ow! Reconnect here real quick. Again, Hex mentioned they're having some ISP issues today. It's gonna be our last game of the day anyways. It's a little after 4 o'clock here. Whatever we play here is certainly dead, right? God, what a tilt. I know I kept one on the draw, but like... Alright, now we're done. Alright, so a little bit sad way to end the day. I think the deck seems sweet. We're probably gonna play... We're gonna play some more Ardent variations for sure. That was game 3. We got kind of dismantled game 1 against Bride. Bride came down on 3 and just ate both of our troops and took them over for the opponent. I think if we're expecting more Bride of the Dams, which doesn't seem like an unreasonable assumption, perhaps playing more removal in the main deck is reasonable. Like, these Ozawa wishes could swap to the reserves and, like, put another Sabretooth and, like, a Pride's Fall, or Sabretooth and, like, a Martyr into the main deck, just as, like, other ways to touch up and clean up against Brides. Like, a troop-based deck like this really just gets gobbled up very quickly if Bride gets to stay on the table unmolested, so... any rate, thanks, everyone. And I could say that tornado charge with 4 guidance is the perfect with 6 to 8 ice. I don't know that I want that many slow shards. It could be possible that I want 1 or 2 more ice. 8 seems like a ton. I'm pretty certain I don't want 8 in this deck. I could see 5 or 6 maybe being good. So we are only playing 4 ice here, so I could see some, but I definitely think 21 and 4 guidance is the right amount, right? Because, like, this is a guaranteed second resource if you need it and you have a diamond, and, like, because our only ruby shards are ice, that means that this is always going to be able to be castable in a hand that has a resource in it, like sans the Well of Conquest. At any rate, this is definitely something I'm going to explore more. We're going to play some of this, as well as Diamond Wild Ardent later this week. Thanks everyone for watching. I'll catch y'all around, and be sure to check my stream schedule down below for when I'll be live next. Peace.